Hi guys, my name is Rube Eddy. I'm very happy that you people are watching my video. I'm going to share with you the concept of solving equation systems using the Gaussian elimination, or what we call the H-Roney's row reduction method. This is a competent-based question. It streamlines the thinking of children if it is given in the form of a word problem. The question says that a school has 30 teaching hours per week to distribute among math, science, and English. The school requires science to have twice as much time as English, and math plus English must be equal to 20 hours. Part A, model this as a system of equations and it's sort of using Gaussian elimination, or what we call the H-Roney's method of row reduction. Um, Part B says, what do the results mean for the subject time allocation? Yes, the solution is as follows. You have to relate the variables that represent various subjects. So here, I went on and let X to be the hours allocated to math per week, Y to be the hours allocated to science per week, and Z to be the hours allocated to English per week. When I try to read and I analyze my question, they are saying that the total teaching hours per week are 30. So this basically means that X, which is represents mathematics, and Y, which represents science, and Z, which represents English, when you sum them, you get 30. Still, they say that science requires twice as much time as English. And this basically means that the time allocated to science is equal to 2 times the time allocated to English. Therefore, Y will be equal to 2Z. Then math plus English must be equal to 2 to 20 hours. So this basically means that X plus Z equals to 20. So I formulated my three equations. That is X plus Y plus Z equaling to 30, Y minus 2Z equaling to 0, that is equation 2, X plus Z equaling to 20 as my equation 3. So I had to come in with a Gaussian elimination, or what we call the H-Roney's row reduction. So we form a matrix of the coefficients of all the unknowns in their form, in their equation form. So when you see that, when you look here, X plus Y plus Z, all unknowns are having a coefficient of 1, 1, 1, therefore giving us a vector 1, 1, 1. So I had to form a matrix, a rectangular array, and one column matrix, X, Y, Z equaling to 30, 0, 20. So with the H-Roney's row reduction, we have to reduce the matrix as we're going down. So we have to make these 3 digits 0. So when you look at the matrix, the second row, we're having the first digit as 0. This means that they simplified our work. So with the task we're having to make this first coefficient of X to be 0, how can we make it 0? We have to get our row 3 equaling to the row 3, this previous row 3 minus row 1. So if you get 1 minus 1, you're going to get 0. 0 minus 1, we're going to get -1, then 1 minus 1 as 0. So we have formulated, we have, manipulated this row to have the first digit as 0, but we have to make a triangle. So it means that even the coefficient of y, which is -1, has to be 0. How can we make it? So we do again our matrix as we formulated it at first. 1, 1, 0, 1, -2, 0, then -1. How can we make this digit -1 a 0? So we are going to get row 3. Our row 3 is going to be row 2 plus row 3. So the value of row 3 is -1. When you add -1 plus 1, you're going to get 0. This basically means that we have reduced the matrices, the entries in different rows to 0 in a triangular form. So we can see that we get negative 2z equaling to negative 10. We can reduce this to get a positive 5, because negative 10 divided by negative 2, you get a positive 5. Having obtained the value of z, we can go to row 2, and we get the value of the unknown y. Since we have the value of z as 5, we get negative 2 times 5 to get negative 10, hence forming an equation y minus 10 equaling to 0. So when 10 crosses to the other side, we are going to get the value of y as 10. Having obtained the values of unknown z and y, we are going to substitute them into the equation 1, the original equation 1, which is x plus y plus z equaling to 30. And the value of y is 10, the value of z is 5. So we get x plus 10 plus 5 equaling to 30. So when you add 10 plus 5, you're going to get 15. We can get the value of x if you cross 15 to the other side to become a negative and obtain the value of x as 15. Yeah, so we have obtained the values of x, y, and z. The value of x is 15, the value of y is 10, and the value of z is 5. When you sum them, you get 30. This basically means that our equation 1 holds, which means that the values we have obtained are true and accurate. So when you look at the question you're having, what do the results mean for the subject time allocation? Yeah, that was the last part. So this means that math gets 15 hours per week, science 10 hours per week, and English 5 hours per week. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Learn with Eddie Math. Thank you for listening.